some of your lyrics, right? You know, in one of these songs you're talking about throwing money in the strip club. And it sounded like one big party, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna throw this money, baby. I'm gonna throw this money.
Yeah, I like it. Like, man, tell me, like, how do you
come? Rent money.
Oh, yeah. All rent money. No, it's all good. I really like the fun side of your music because you can be real with it and it can be relatable to people, right? Like we were just talking about. You can be highly relatable, but you have a gift where you can create fun music and you make people want to dance. And like I said, that Stripclub song was so bomb, bro. Like, man, what was the creative process of that, man? How do you come up with that, bro?
Honestly, that was just going to a couple of strip clubs. Like sometimes I go to the strip club for therapy.
Ah, for real?
Yeah. Bars, strip clubs, therapy. Like, you ever had a bad day at work where you just want to crash out on somebody? You just be like, you know, let me just leave before someone get hurt.
Right.
Like, I remember one time, it was one of them years at my gig, one of my jobs. Didn't get my bonus over some BS. And I just said, in the middle of my work, I was just like, I'm going to leave. I don't feel good.
Right.
Then I went straight to the strip club. I ain't talk about it or nothing like that, but you know how you get good customer service.
Yeah.
They made me want to talk about it. They made me comfortable talking about it without sounding like I'm bitching and complaining.
Without judgment.
And without judgment. Especially without judgment.
Without judgment. I like that. That's therapeutical.
So, you know, a couple of dances, a couple shots later, I'm good now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Great customer service. Great customer service. Or it don't even have to be a strip club, but that is kind of how that song came together, though, for real, with Trick and Charlie. Just being in the strip club, having a good time in there and stuff.
Well, like you said something very profound. It doesn't have to be a strip club, right? Because you make a lot of party songs that well represent the nightlife, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you out on the town. Yeah, it's like night-like party songs, man. So that's one of the best things I like about your music because it has a night-like type of vibe where you can play it at a party, right? Or you can play it down the street, and people are gonna be like, "What the fuck is that?" You know, they gonna start bobbing their head, right?
Straight up.
You know, so do you feel like the nightlife reflects your personality, your persona? You seem real laid back, but do you got like a wild side that comes out like in your music? Because in your music, you got this Slicky C, right? You got multiple different dimensions of yourself, man, right? And I want to know, like, do these dimensions of personality just come out frequently, you know, because I hear so many different dimensions of your personality through your music. How do you manage it?
Oh, yeah, well, it's more like, you know, just me being an outgoing guy. Okay. I always like to talk and network, so get that a lot from you too when we first started kicking it. You took to everybody, you know what I'm saying? Just like when you see me in the spots, if I'm performing, I like to get up there 30 minutes to an hour early, or like as soon as the spot opens and stuff like that, introduce myself to a lot of people. Because a lot of these shows, you know, a lot of people come out to see a specific person and they dip.
Yeah, they dip, yeah.
But a lot of people, sometimes, it's a good high percentage. If you introduce yourself, you make a good impression of yourself, they might stay around. You know what? I think he's about to perform soon. Let me stay around and see what this nigga talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real though.
He was cool peoples, you know?
Yeah.
Stuff like that happens. Now, it's not always guaranteed, especially if you're like second to last to perform.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you might just go ahead and have a business card on you. Check out my music sometimes, man. I know you gotta go. Shit. People got life.
Right, people got life, you know. Mm-hmm. You gotta hit them with some type of marketing, you know. The business cards are very imperative.
Straight up.
Let me ask you this, though. Like, from the album we're talking about right now, you know, we was talking about collabs. You collab with so many different people, right? And you got love for so many different people, you know? Like, a lot of people respect you. So let me ask you this, like, who haven't you collab with? And if you could collab with anybody in Kansas City or just anybody in the world, right? Anybody famous, whoever, I mean, who would Dose of T.H.A collab with? Who would Slicky collab with, right?
Man, like it was just like, you know, celebrity wise and stuff like that. It'd either be Juicy J,
Yeah.
Riff Raff, Rick Ross,
Oh, yeah.
and Central C. Yeah, that dude is dope. That's one of the best albums I heard this year so far too. Central C. He a London nigga. That nigga go though.
Right.
Dope ass white boy. He dope. KC wise, man, I feel like I collab with the majority of the people I wanted to collab with, but I always love collabing with new people and stuff like that. Like off the top of my head,
Yeah.
I feel like I collab with a lot of people I already collab with.
Yeah,
There's more people I would like to collab with again.
Okay, yeah.
To be honest with you,
It's
and then it's like
question.
on my, like, I know I got this project out, but y'all know I've been sitting on a lot of music, especially with last year just dropping 2 songs. So
Right.
I got a lot of the collabs I wanted to collab with are gonna be, some of it's on this album coming out,
Okay.
and then the the EP I previewed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of those songs, so you know, you already know who on those, and then a couple more songs I want to collab with, how about the people I've collabed with so far that ain't out yet right now? Like, shout out to my boy James Metanoia, man.
Okay.
Met him on tour. A lot of people I toured with, I got music with them. So those were the people I really wanted to collab with more than ever, because it was like it was a brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that can't repeat itself. It was like, that was like my Hard Knock Life tour. You know what I'm saying? Or that was like, you know, my Up in Smoke tour and stuff like that. And it was just so positive. You know, shout out, you know what I'm saying, like everybody that was there for that, you know, when we was on tour. So a lot of the people I got to collab with already, from Cash Cam, Real as Ever, Rat Dog Killer, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people. Rush the Visionary, that's my homie right there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then even some voiceovers and stuff like that. I got Brittany on a voiceover, so you know what I'm saying? It was cool collabing with her after shooting the scene.
Yeah.
So, you know, Troublesome coming out soon, you know what I'm saying?
Troublesome coming out soon, tap in.
No spoilers, but definitely gonna be a sex scene.
Hey, come on.
Nice. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Definitely getting it.
Well, I'll be watching that. I'm gonna have my lotion on standby.
Bad pause.